My name is Eric Scott, Captain 2 Paramedic, serving as your Public Information Officer. And to begin with, we wanted to mention a statistic, and it's that the American Heart Association states that approximately 1,000 people in the United States suffer from a sudden cardiac arrest every single day. And tragically, 90% of those are fatal. However, one recent incident in Canoga Park didn't have such a fate. It tells a different story. It's a story of survival, a decisive action, and extraordinary teamwork. And what had happened is we had an 81-year-old female that suffered a cardiac arrest while she was at home. Now, her daughter Janet actually witnessed the event. She immediately called 911, and under the expert guidance of our seasoned dispatcher, began CPR, which was the first critical step. At this time, we'd like to invite up a firefighter and 911 dispatcher, Bryan Petrich, to the podium, please, on the side. Now, also as this incident progressed, you could imagine that we had the bells ringing for Engine 106, along with their much-needed paramedic ambulance to respond to the incident. They quickly arrived. They saw Janet performing CPR, and they put their extensive knowledge and training into action and rendered immediate advanced life support. So we'd like to invite up that crew, starting with firefighter Jonathan Roberts, firefighters paramedic Jared Voltz, and firefighter paramedic Hasten Laws. Now, they provided critical interventions, as our paramedics do every day. They had to secure an airway. They had to administer oxygen, have the appropriate pharmacological interventions via IV. They even defibrillated or sent shocks to the patient's heart 3 times. Ultimately, they sustained a return of spontaneous circulation, which is an outstanding outcome. Now, in this case, the team also deployed a very vital tool at this incident. It's called the Lucas device, and what it does is it delivers continuous, high-quality chest compressions. So rushing to the scene with that impressive device was Captain Paramedic Miguel Escobedo, that we'd like to invite up to the podium as well. It doesn't stop there. Of course, the patient was transported to UCLA Health West Valley Medical Center, which is a STEMI receiving facility. And there they had a dedicated and highly skilled emergency medical team that naturally took over definitive care. But because of their swift action, their clinical excellence, it played a crucial role in stabilizing the patient and ensuring a successful recovery. Now we'd like to invite up 2 registered nurses, Beth Baskovich and Shanae Santana, for their excellent work. Now, thanks to each link of this powerful chain of survival, and I think from the daughter first performing chest compressions to our 911 dispatcher providing important knowledge to the firefighter, paramedics, and ultimately the medical team standing there, all played such an important role that the patient not only survived, but we're very happy to say that they're here with us today, and we're going to welcome them in. At this time, this is Janet and her mother. Please come forward. I think we'll naturally want to clap. This is another powerful reminder that when we have diligent training and every member from the team acts with purpose, lives are actually saved. And so we're going to briefly read one of the certificates of which will be presented to everyone. It says, in recognition of your heroic courage, diligent efforts, personal initiative, and prompt assistance that directly saved a woman's life during a cardiac arrest emergency on October 16, 2024 in Canoga Park, the Los Angeles City Fire Department commends you for your extraordinary, life-saving efforts for a fellow citizen of Los Angeles, presented this 20th day of May 2025, Interim Fire Chief Ronnie Villanueva. One more clap.
And we will hear from the chief and then any commissioners who would like to be heard.
All right, thank you very much, Captain Scott. Wow, that is amazing. I had a moment prior to this to speak to the two Janets, and I had to tell daughter Janet that what she did was so courageous. To work on your mother, to have that happen right in front of you, shows a tremendous amount of character, and of course, the love for your mother, but you don't expect that to happen. And when it happened, you did what you needed to do, and on top of it, your team here, your 911 dispatcher, who I know that you were thrilled to have there with you, going through all your steps, and I know this is an emotional time, but what you guys did at that moment, and then what followed, and then with the Lucas device, and then a huge shout out to our emergency room, our team, the heroes. I know they're nurses, but to me, you guys don't get enough credit, So let's shout out to our medical team. We have Beth and Sinead. I know all of you guys, I know you guys right here, this is your job. We do this every day. They don't get enough credit, and a huge amount of credit to you. What you did was phenomenal, and they will never forget it. This will stay on their memories forever, because this is what we do. This is what your LAFD does. This is what people in the fire service do every single day. But now we get to see the reward of our efforts. And she's a blessing. So thank you very much for what you did. It's all you. Or do you have any other comments?
Anyone
Or
like-
she's going to make some comments.
Thank you for sharing some thoughts with us.
Of course, thank you. My name is Janet, daughter of Janet, and I just wanted to take a moment to thank the response team. So to the firefighters, 911 response team, and the ER response team. When I asked my mom what she wanted to say to her response team, she said, and I quote, "Thank you for saving my life. I don't remember a thing. So you talk." Sure. Followed by, "Every time I think about it, I just cry, and I'm so thankful they saved me." Same, Mom, same. How does one truly find the words to thank those who saved their mom the night of October 16th? As I struggled to find the right words to express how thankful my whole family is, I was met with the endless flashbacks to a night I wish I never experienced. But here we are. Earlier that evening, my mom had been feeling a little overly anxious about her angiogram procedure for the next morning for her carotid arteries. Not uncommon for her to have these feelings. She took a Xanax and went to bed with her rosary. A couple hours later, my dad came into my bedroom and asked me to go check on my mom. All I could think is, here we go again. She has worked herself into a tizzy. To my surprise, that is not what I discovered. As I attempted to wake her, with no luck, a million thoughts went rushing through my head. I knew I had to act fast, and I called 911. The 911 dispatcher was truly a godsend. The moment he answered, something shifted. There was this calm voice on the other end, guiding me and reassuring me. When I heard him say, "I'm going to have you start CPR," it became real. I remember thinking, oh my God, is this really happening? Yes, it was, and there I was. Moving pillows, trying to position her, listening to the calm, steady voice of the dispatcher, reminding me where to place my hands, counting for me, guiding me through every step. In the middle of it all, the house alarm blared as my dad opened the door to prepare for the fire department's arrival. But that voice on the phone continued to ground me and kept me focused. The consistent updates on the location of the fire department was exceptionally helpful as well, as it continued to help me push through until they arrived. What felt like an eternity was anything but that. As the fire department was fast and prompt, there was a sense of relief the second I spotted the first one. I just remember walking out of the bedroom, thanking God that help was there and praying they would be able to save my mom. As my siblings started to arrive to the house, I continued to watch all of you give everything you had to fight for my mom's life. I'll never forget it. Every second felt endless, and the questions flooded my mind. What's taking so long? Do they have a pulse yet? How long will they try to resuscitate her for? Please, God, don't take her. But you never gave up. You kept going. Watching your relentless, selfless efforts changed me. You are the definition of servant leaders. I cannot imagine the strength it takes to do what you do, just to do what you do, not just that night, but every day. Thank you for your swift and selfless actions that helped save my mom's life. Words can't express how grateful we are. Your fortitude, professionalism, and compassion mean the world to our family. To the ER response team, we thank you for the exceptional care and attention my mom received. Your kindness, empathy, and dedication made a difficult time more manageable. The welcoming and supportive environment you all created speaks volumes about your commitment to human life. Because of you all, we still have our mom, wife, grandma, sister, aunt, and friend. Because of your quick action, your training, your heart, and your courage, we get more holidays, more laughs, more ordinary moments that now feel extraordinary. And there are no words big enough to thank you for that. There's no way to repay you, but please accept our deepest, most heartfelt gratitude. Thank you for saving our mom, and thank you for being exactly who this world needs. You don't just serve, you sacrifice. You put yourselves in intense emotional situations, and you still lead with bravery and grace. That night, you were our heroes. You'll always have a place in our family story and in our hearts. With all our love and appreciation, we thank you immensely from the bottom of our hearts.
To the family, I believe you've probably hugged Janet a whole bunch of times. I see the emotion over there, so.
Yeah, I don't think we can build on Janet's eloquence, but we do all thank you and appreciate you. And I guess it's picture time. Is that right?
Madam President, wouldn't you like to acknowledge the family?
Yes, I would like to acknowledge the
I noticed
family.
that- I think there's a number of them here.
I think they're the ones who are crying over there on the side of the room. Yes, we would like to
For
acknowledge
coming
the
out, thank you for coming out, supporting your family even more so. We really
Yeah.
appreciate coming to tell the fire department your story.
And please
We have to move.
let your city council members know. Commissioners in this one?
Oh, we're doing it all together? Okay. Thanks.
One, two, three. Thank you.
Thank you so much for saving our life. You guys are the champions. Yes, you guys do this every day and they should stop cutting the funds.
Thank you guys for coming to share your story. Something. The nurses are from UCLA. Sound like they were great.
All right, you're all released.
Thank you. I appreciate everything you did for her.
Good morning, Commissioners, Chief Villanueva, City Attorney, LAFD administration, and guests. It's so nice to have so many family members here today.